Gentlemen, allow me to pose a question to you. Most doctors avoid this. When did you last awaken with a robust, natural erection? Not due to medication, not through force, simply your body performing precisely what it was meant to do. If you cannot recall, or if weeks have passed, perhaps even months, then the revelation I'm about to share might transform everything for you. Because one mineral is severely deficient in most men over 50, and lacking it causes your erectile function, your energy, and your sleep quality to all fall apart like dominoes in sequence. I'm Dr. Praib Jamnadas, a urologist certified by the board, and for more than a decade I've specialized in men's sexual health. Today, I'll demonstrate precisely which mineral addresses this triple issue, how to consume it correctly for optimal outcomes, and why consuming it at an incorrect time renders it entirely ineffective. Before we proceed, leave a comment indicating where you're viewing from. This community is expanding globally, and I truly wish to hear from you. Here's what is truly occurring within your body at this moment. After turning 50, men start depleting a vital mineral at a startling pace. Most doctors never check for it. Most men are unaware it even exists. But this lone deficiency triggers a catastrophic chain reaction, impacting every facet of your vitality. First, your nervous system forfeits its capacity to relax completely. You recline in bed, utterly fatigued, but your brain just refuses to power down. Your mind surges with ideas about work, money, tasks for the next day. You're tired physically, but mentally trapped in high gear. Second, your blood vessels start stiffening and forfeit their inherent flexibility. They no longer expand adequately, which results in weakened blood flow across your whole body, particularly to the penis. Imagine it as aged garden hoses left too long in the sun. They turn rigid, develop cracks, and fail to deliver water as they once did. Third, and this is crucial since your body fails to attain deep restorative sleep, your nighttime production of testosterone plummets sharply. Roughly 90% of your daily testosterone gets produced in the initial 3 hours of deep sleep. Without deep sleep, there's no testosterone replenishment. And the outcome, erections that are weaker and fail to endure as long, persistent fatigue that no quantity of coffee can remedy, nights filled with restlessness where you awaken several times and never feel genuinely refreshed, and that awful sensation that intimacy is gradually fading with every year that passes. But here's the reality that alters everything. This isn't just aging, this is depletion. And depletion is reversible. Remain with me because what I'm set to reveal has assisted thousands of my patients in reclaiming what they believed was lost eternally. So, what is this potent mineral capable of revamping your sleep, your erections, and your energy simultaneously? It's magnesium. Now, before you consider, I've known about magnesium. That's nothing new. Let me halt you immediately because here's what most men utterly misunderstand, and it's why magnesium failed for you if you've attempted it previously. Magnesium isn't merely one basic element. There exist actually 7 distinct forms of magnesium, and here's the essential aspect. Only 2 of them truly function for erections. Deep sleep and testosterone production. Allow me to describe the 3 manners in which magnesium revamps your sexual health, beginning with why magnesium is utterly vital for attaining firm, dependable erections. Your capacity to achieve and sustain an erection relies greatly on endothelial function. That's simply medical jargon for the capability of your blood vessel walls to unwind and dilate upon receiving the cue. Envision your blood vessels as pliable rubber hoses. When healthy, they can widen broadly to permit peak blood flow. When impaired or deficient in essential nutrients, they remain constricted and stiff. Magnesium directly enhances this endothelial function. It functions as a natural vasodilator, widening your blood flow channels. Here's its mechanism. On the cellular plane, magnesium stimulates an enzyme named nitric oxide synthase. This enzyme generates nitric oxide, the primary molecule that instructs your blood vessels to unwind and expand fully. This mirrors the precise biological route that drugs like Viagra utilize, but magnesium bolsters your body's innate production rather than coercing the procedure artificially. Greater blood flow results in firmer, more enduring erections. Now, here's why magnesium is vital for deep restorative sleep. Your nervous system functions in two separate modes. There's sympathetic mode, your fight or flight stress reaction, and there's parasympathetic mode, your rest and digest recuperation phase. Most men over 50 remain locked in sympathetic mode nearly perpetually. Your body perceives constant threat. Magnesium aids in activating your parasympathetic nervous system through binding to GABA receptors in your brain. GABA serves as your body's innate calming neurotransmitter, the substance that signals your brain it's secure to unwind and power down for the evening. Lacking sufficient magnesium, you literally cannot engage these calming mechanisms adequately. Your body rests in bed, but your brain continues operating at maximum velocity. Magnesium also directly reduces cortisol, your main stress hormone. Research indicates appropriate magnesium supplementation can lower cortisol levels by 15 to 20%. As cortisol declines, two events occur. You drift asleep quicker and remain asleep extended, and your body can ultimately transition into deep recovery mode where genuine restoration transpires. And this leads us to the third revamp. Why magnesium is essential for elevating testosterone naturally? Testosterone production varies throughout the day. It adheres to a precise rhythm. The bulk of your daily testosterone output, around 90%, occurs in the initial 3 hours of deep sleep nightly. Not shallow sleep, not REM sleep, deep slow-wave sleep. If you fail to access those deep sleep phases since your nervous system cannot unwind, since your cortisol remains high, since your magnesium levels are insufficient, then your testosterone output just fails to occur. But magnesium performs another equally vital action. It reduces a protein termed SHBG, sex hormone-binding globulin. This protein attaches to testosterone in your bloodstream and renders it inaccessible for your body to employ. Magnesium assists in liberating that attached testosterone, meaning you possess more active functional testosterone flowing in your system. In a study from Biological Trace Element Research, men taking 450 milligrams of magnesium each day for merely 4 weeks experienced their testosterone levels rise by 24%. Improved sleep results in greater testosterone output. Greater testosterone results in more robust erections. Enhanced blood flow bolsters both erections and general energy. And magnesium serves as the key unlocking all three systems simultaneously. Now here's where most men undermine their outcomes without realizing. Allow me to demonstrate the 4 vital errors that lead most men to falter with magnesium supplementation. Error number 1. Purchasing the least expensive magnesium available. Most men enter their nearby pharmacy, spot a magnesium bottle on the shelf, and select the cheapest choice. Nearly always, that's magnesium oxide. Here's the issue. Your body takes in only around 4% of it. That implies if you consume a 400 milligram dose, you're merely absorbing about 16 milligrams into your system. The remainder lingers in your digestive tract and primarily induces diarrhea. The magnesium form matters more than the amount. A superior, quality, highly bioavailable form at a reduced dose yields much superior results. Magnesium glycinate represents my primary selection for most men. This form absorbs at about 80%. It's magnesium linked to the amino acid glycine. And here's what renders it unique. Glycine promotes sleep and relaxation itself, so you're receiving dual advantages. The magnesium eases your muscles and blood vessels as the glycine soothes your nervous system. The amount is 200 to 400 milliliters consumed 30 to 60 minutes prior to bed. This form triggers no gastrointestinal distress and is particularly potent for muscle relaxation, blood vessel expansion, and attaining deep sleep. Magnesium L-threonate serves as the second very effective form, especially suitable for men facing anxiety or racing thoughts during night. This represents the sole form that crosses the blood-brain barrier effectively, meaning it impacts brain chemistry directly. The amount is greater between 1,000 and 2,000 milliliters. This form is typically pricier. But for men whose primary concern is mental unrest instead of physical strain, it can prove utterly worthwhile. What to steer clear of? Avoid magnesium oxide, inexpensive magnesium citrate, and any bulk supplements lacking known manufacturing standards. Error number 2. Consuming magnesium during morning. This represents a huge error that ruins your outcomes. Magnesium promotes relaxation. If you consume it alongside breakfast or midday, you'll feel drowsy and miss the whole nighttime recuperation period where the true wonder occurs. Recall, testosterone output happens amid sleep. Deep sleep occurs when your nervous system relaxes. Magnesium supports both, but these occur solely at night. The ideal timing is 30 to 60 minutes prior to bed, consumed with warm water or herbal tea. This schedule allows the magnesium absorption time and initiation just as you enter bed. It also conveys a strong message to your body that daytime ends and recovery mode begins. Error number 3. Anticipating magnesium to function like medicine. Men consume magnesium over 3 nights, fail to awaken with a solid erection, and conclude it fails. Allow me to clarify, magnesium differs from Viagra. It provides no instant erection. That's not its mechanism. Magnesium operates accumulatively. It reconstructs your system from the base upward, not imposing a brief reaction. Here's the practical timeline. Overnights 1 to 3, you'll observe falling asleep quicker and sensing more physical ease. By week 1's conclusion, numerous men begin observing morning erections reappearing. You'll notice daytime energy enhancement too from weeks 2 through 4. This marks where genuine change occurs. You'll encounter steady, deep sleep. Your libido intensifies clearly, and your innate erectile function starts restoring. Erections arrive more readily. They're more solid and endure longer. This concerns reconstructing your system, not implementing a rapid solution. Error number 4. Consuming magnesium by itself when pairing it with additional nutrients yields much superior outcomes. Magnesium functions even better when paired with zinc and vitamin B6. Collectively, these 3 nutrients create what's called ZMA, and the synergistic impact exceeds substantially any single nutrient by itself. Zinc inhibits an enzyme named aromatase that transforms testosterone into estrogen. As men grow older, particularly with additional abdominal fat, aromatase activity rises, meaning you're converting testosterone into estrogen actively. Zinc hinders this. Vitamin B6 is required for your body to take in and use zinc properly. It plays a direct part in neurotransmitter creation, including dopamine, influencing libido and drive. When you consume all 3 collectively, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6, research indicates testosterone rises by roughly 30% beyond magnesium by itself. The precise method is 200 to 400 mg of magnesium glycinate, 30 mg of zinc in picolinate or citrate form, and 10 to 15 mg of vitamin B6 in P5P form. Consume all 3 collectively 30 to 60 minutes prior to bed. Now, here's precisely what I desire you to undertake beginning tonight. This represents the exact method I provide my patients. Step 1. Select the appropriate magnesium form. For most men, begin with magnesium glycinate. The amount is 200 to 400 mg consumed 30 to 60 minutes prior to bed. This form suits if your main concerns are muscle strain, trouble remaining asleep, or physical strain. If anxiety, racing ideas, or mental agitation represent your main concerns, think about magnesium L-threonate instead. The amount is 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams. This represents the sole form crossing the blood-brain barrier and calming brain activity directly. Step 2. Construct a steady nighttime routine surrounding your magnesium supplementation. This is utterly vital since timing concerns more than just magnesium intake time. It concerns establishing a ritual signaling your whole body that recovery mode commences. Here's the precise timetable. At 9 p.m., initiate your wind-down process. Begin lowering lights across your home. This activates your pineal gland to commence melatonin production, your body's innate sleep hormone. Bright illumination signals your brain daytime persists. By 9:30 p.m., deactivate all screens, your phone, TV, computer, tablet, all. Blue light from screens reduces melatonin output by up to 50%. If you must use your phone, absolutely activate night mode, but preferably place it in a different room completely. At 9:45 p.m., start your pre-bed ritual. Gentle stretching for 5 minutes to alleviate muscle strain. Then perform 3 sets of 10 pelvic floor exercises. Contract the muscles used to halt urination midstream. Maintain for 5 seconds. Unwind for 5 seconds. These exercises fortify the muscles trapping blood in the penis amid an erection. Lastly, have a warm shower or cleanse your face with warm water. Upon exiting your core, temperature falls slightly, indicating your body sleep time arrives. At 10:00 p.m., consume your magnesium. Blend your supplement into a complete glass of warm water or herbal tea. Chamomile tea functions especially well since it has apigenin, a compound promoting sleep too. If adding a teaspoon of raw honey appeals, that's acceptable. It assists in stabilizing blood sugar overnight. Sit tranquilly as you consume this. Avoid haste. Render it a purposeful ritual. By 10:30 p.m., be in bed, not viewing TV. Truly in bed with lights deactivated. Your bedroom ought to be 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, fully dark via blackout curtains or eye mask, and if required, white noise from fan or sound device. Why matters this particular timetable? Because steadiness educates your circadian rhythm. When bedtime occurs identically nightly, including weekends, your body anticipates sleep and initiates shutdown automatically. Testosterone output depends greatly on circadian rhythm. Inconsistent sleep. Timings suppress testosterone output directly even with sufficient total hours. Step 3. Monitor your advancement methodically. Maintain a small notebook beside your bed. Each morning upon awakening, note 4 items. 1. Sleep quality on 1 to 10 scale. 2. Morning erection presence, yes or no. If yes, firmness rating 1 to 10. 3. Waking energy level on 1 to 10 scale. 4. Overall mood on 1 to 10 scale. Why tracking matters so? Because shifts occur incrementally. Without tracking, improvements might escape notice. But reviewing after 30 days, seeing sleep from 4 to 8, morning erections from missing to present 5 days weekly, and energy from 3 to 7. The proof is irrefutable. Step 4. Incorporate these supportive practices amplifying magnesium's potency. Cease all caffeine by 2 p.m. Caffeine possesses a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. Even believing it unaffected, it impacts. It obstructs adenosine receptors in your brain, blocking sleepiness cue. Sustain steady sleep timetable 7. Days weekly, weekends included. A study discovered men with varying sleep times possess testosterone levels 10 to 15% reduced than men with steady timetables, even with identical total sleep. Perform 5 minutes light stretching nightly before bed. Basic motions releasing tension in lower back, hips, shoulders. This bodily release engages your parasympathetic nervous system. Shun alcohol within 3 hours before bed. Alcohol may aid initial sleepfall, but it fully obstructs REM sleep and deep slow-wave sleep where testosterone output occurs. A single drink can diminish deep sleep by up to 40%. This full stack tackles multiple systems simultaneously: sleep quality, testosterone output, arterial health, nervous system equilibrium. The cost is roughly $30 to $50 monthly. That's roughly $1 daily to possibly revamp your sleep, energy, erections, overall life quality. But prior to commencing, allow me to share about Mark. 58 years old, an accountant. Mark approached me stating, I haven't experienced a morning erection over 2 years. When my wife and I attempt intimacy, I either fail to achieve an erection completely, or if achieved, I lose it. He attempted Viagra, and it succeeded, but he despised relying on it. I conducted tests. His testosterone was low normal at 350 nanograms per deciliter. More crucially, his magnesium was profoundly deficient. His RBC magnesium at 4.22 mg per deciliter, when ideal is 6.0 to 6.5. I placed Mark on 400 ml magnesium glycinate before bed, 30 ml zinc, 10 ml vitamin B6, consistent 10:30 p.m. bedtime. Week 1, Mark slept through full night without awakening, first time in months. Week 2, his initial morning erection over 2 years. He messaged me 2 words only. It happened. He mentioned it was emotional. Week 4, morning erections 4 to 5 times weekly. His innate function amid intimacy returned. 2 months later, Mark stated my wife observed the change prior to my mention. She stated I appear more present, engaged, and physical aspect functions naturally now. I discarded the Viagra. We rechecked. In 3 months, his testosterone rose from 350 to 485 nm per deciliter, nearly 40% rise, all via correcting mineral deficiency, enhancing sleep quality. Gentlemen, here's the essence. Weak erections, subpar sleep quality, low energy aren't lifelong penalties to accept. They signal distinct, precise signals your body requires magnesium, adequate recovery, steady support. You can commence tonight. Consume correct magnesium form at proper time in supportive evening routine. Observe what transpires. Observe sleep enhancement in first week. Observe morning erections returning in weeks 2, 3. Observe energy levels steadying. Observe libido strengthening and intimacy feeling natural once more. But I desire your commitment to 30 days. Provide your body a full month proper mineral backing and steady sleep timing. Track 3 items each morning. Sleep quality, morning erection presence and firmness, waking. Energy level. At 30 days end, review notes and compare start to current. You'll observe clear improvement pattern. You'll observe sleep scores rising. You'll observe morning erections more frequent. You'll observe energy levels ascending. And seeing that proof, you'll desire continuation since you'll recognize this works. And if post 30 days you truly observe no enhancement, what loss? You've spent perhaps $20 to $30 on supplements and built superior sleep habits benefiting health anyway. If this video assisted you, press like button so additional struggling men find this info and leave your key men's health query in comments below. What do you struggle with? What do you wish to comprehend better? Nothing off limits. Ask anything. Gentlemen, allow me to pose a question to you. Most doctors avoid this. When did you last awaken with a robust natural erection? Not due to medication, not through force, simply your body performing precisely what it was meant to do. If you cannot recall, or if weeks have passed, perhaps even months, then the revelation I'm about to share might transform everything for you. Because one mineral is severely deficient in most men over 50, and lacking it causes your erectile function, your energy, and your sleep quality to all fall apart like dominoes in sequence. I'm Dr. Praib Jamnadas, a urologist certified by the board, and for more than a decade I've specialized in men's sexual health. Today, I'll demonstrate precisely which mineral addresses this triple issue, how to consume it correctly for optimal outcomes, and why consuming it at an incorrect time renders it entirely ineffective. Before we proceed, leave a comment indicating where you're viewing from. This community is expanding globally, and I truly wish to hear from you. Here's what is truly occurring within your body at this moment. After turning 50, men start depleting a vital mineral at a startling pace. Most doctors never check for it. Most men are unaware it even exists. But this lone deficiency triggers a catastrophic chain reaction impacting every facet of your vitality. First, your nervous system forfeits its capacity to relax completely. You recline in bed utterly fatigued, but your brain just refuses to power down. Your mind surges with ideas about work, money, tasks for the next day. You're tired physically, but mentally trapped in high gear. Second, your blood vessels start stiffening and forfeit their inherent flexibility. They no longer expand adequately, which results in weakened blood flow across your whole body, particularly to the penis. Imagine it as aged garden hoses left too long in the sun. They turn rigid, develop cracks, and fail to deliver water as they once did. Third, and this is crucial since your body fails to attain deep restorative sleep, your nighttime production of testosterone plummets sharply. Roughly 90% of your daily testosterone gets produced in the initial 3 hours of deep sleep. Without deep sleep, there's no testosterone replenishment. And the outcome, erections that are weaker and fail to endure as long, persistent fatigue that no quantity of coffee can remedy, nights filled with restlessness where you awaken several times and never feel genuinely refreshed. And that awful sensation that intimacy is gradually fading with every year that passes. But here's the reality that alters everything. This isn't just aging. This is depletion, and depletion is reversible. Remain with me, because what I'm set to reveal has assisted thousands of my patients in reclaiming what they believed was lost eternally. So what is this potent mineral capable of revamping your sleep, your erections, and your energy simultaneously? It's magnesium. Now, before you consider, I've